You don't even try no more. Oh, you don't even care no more. I don't wanna love you, don't wanna need you, just wanna leave you. I swear I just want it to be over. I just want it to be over, yeah. Hey, yeah, 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 oh, la, 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 la. No, I don't want to hear it no more. I just want it to be over, yeah. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh. Y'all let me know who sings that song, and I'll give y'all a shout out in next week's Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. No, next week's Love and Hip Hop Hollywood review. Now, in last week's music trivia moments, I give a lot of little shout outs because I asked what's you guys' favorite Mariah Carey song off of the Emancipation of Mimi album. And I also asked what's your favorite songs from the year 2005, which was the year that Emancipation of Mimi came out. And yeah, so give a shout out first of all to my boy Derek Ellis. He named the song that I was singing last week, which was Keisha Cole. And to be completely honest, there's going to be a trend with these videos in terms of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood and in terms of that person being on the show. So just so y'all, I'm sure y'all probably figured it out by now, but yes. But anyway, but I'm still not going to tell you all the tea or whatever. You have to figure it out. But all of them are pretty, for the most part, they're pretty much going to be pretty easy to get music trivia questions. So yeah, shouts out to Derek Ellis. Shouts out to my girl Miss Chocolate Divine. That's Chocolate Divine. For the song that I was singing last week, which was Keisha Cole, I Don't Love You from the 2005 album, The Way It Is. I also want to give a shout out to La 5T Minute for Sierra song that I was singing, which was Promise. Hold on for 1 second, y'all. I see a spider and I can't take it. Oh my God. Oh, bitch. Oh, darling. I don't know where the hell that spider came from. My blood pressure got up. Y'all alright? Y'all okay? Dear God in heaven. But the motherfucker is still crawling, bitch. Bye. Okay. To God in heaven. Okay, so I'm about to spider proof my damn apartment when I get done with this review. But like I said, that's a Miss Chocolate Divine. Give a shout out to Love 5T Minute, another song I was singing last week's review, which was Promise, from the Evolution of Sierra 2006. Also, give a shout out to my girl Ty Bivens. She says that. Oh, I also asked, what's some songs that A1 has like worked on because he's a producer. What's some songs? And she gave me a list of, people who he's produced songs with or whatever. And he has credits on. So she says Jeremiah, Chris Brown, Usher, Gucci Mane, Two Chains, Jason Derulo, Trey Songz. And she said some other people she ain't never heard of. um, let's see. Also, she said one of her favorite songs off the Emancipation of Mimi is "Shake It Off." Shake it off. Some of her other favorite albums from 2005 is Euro by Beck, um, Arula Lar by MIA, The Massacre by 50 Cent, and The Late Registration of Kanye West by, of course, Kanye West, darling. So that's what's up. Great albums. Um, Too Feisty 2007, my girl. She says that some of her favorite songs is Joyride, Circles, Don't Forget About Us, Mine Again. From the Emancipation made me all fabulous. Fabulous songs, darling. My girl Nisha D, she loves Shake It Off, Say Something, Get Your Number, One and Only, and Fly Like a Bird. She also says thanks for their family. Thank you guys for the family member moments. I appreciate y'all. So yes, that was pretty much it, y'all. So it was a pretty long list of people. So anyway, on with this review, child. Y'all have had enough of my shenanigans for today with the damn spiders and shit. They just, cause that's one thing I hate about the summer. Every damn thing just comes out of nowhere. It's just so damn draining. Okay. So it began with, okay, we meet Princess. Well, we already knew who the helper was, but Princess comes and she is, Princess looked great in her red. She's talking to the camera. She was just like, I'm Mrs. Ray J. Norwood and whatever. And her and Ray J are at A1's little showcase for his little song that he's putting out. The song is called "Whoa Whoa Toot That," something ignorant. Um, and they're there shooting the shit, dipping it and zoing it. We see Princess Love is cool with Alexis Sky. They are really trying to incorporate Alexis Sky into the story, into this cast. And it's just like, sis, you already kind of came in wrong. You came in on a mission to get Masika Malika back for a man that neither one of y'all are with. Sis, it's a fail. It's a fail. It really legit is. Not like we give two shits about Masika Malika, but I'm just saying, it's just like, you came in wrong, sis. Like, what you still mad for? Okay, she took your man. She had a baby by him. Get over it. She couldn't have took your man that hard because he willingly went over there. She didn't put no gun to his head. It takes two. It's not just Masika. Obviously, she had a game plan and she knew what she was doing. And it worked. Ain't that shit that all y'all do? I mean, come on. These Instagram girls kill me. So, anyway, she ended up talking to Princess, and Princess, not Princess, shit, Alexis Sky. She goes with this thing called Solo Lucci. I don't like to talk about people's kids because even though people are grown, they still got parents. But I don't know what this child looked like. This Lucci, This Solo Lucci child, he looked like a mask, some kind of Halloween mask. And he's so weird looking, and he's like stick thin, and he looked like he looks like, y'all remember Tales from the Hood? Y'all remember the little dolls that came out the picture? He looked like one of them little dolls. I don't know what. And then he has a beard that's like half blonde and half black. And then he has a little mustache that's half blonde, half black. Then his hair is half blonde, it's half black. His eyebrows half blonde, half black. I'm sure his pubic hair one side black, one side blonde. It's just, I don't know. That's that lady's choice. So whatever. Apparently they've been dating for a month. Both Princess and Alexis, both periods are late. So they're both, assuming that they're pregnant. Princess more so wants to be pregnant than Alexis. Alexis only been knowing this dude for a month. In which, good luck on that. So they end up hugging each other. We get to A1's on stage. You got these girls booty shaking, booty popping. We got the mamas down there. Lyrical's mother, Lyrical, and A1's mama, Pam, everybody's favorite. I know that's your daughter, but that's my son. I know that's your daughter, but that's my son. So every time I do these women with these rough voices, I have to drink something. Because it legit makes my voice scratch and itch like it's irritated, like I'm sick all over again. Pedialyte is what the kids are drinking. It's not just for little kids, it's also for grown women. Mm-hmm. Well, it helps with the kids, dehydration and all that. So when I was in the hospital, the kids needed fluids and needed liquid moments because I had thrown up so much chunks and chunks and chunks of foolishness. Mm-hmm. Didn't mean to gross y'all out, but that's why y'all come to YouTube. Ah. Anyway, um, so A1, we got the mamas all down there. Lyrical's mama is a trip, big Lyrical, and she was just like, so I'm worried about the superstar right here, talking about her daughter. Okay. And she was just like, I'm just worried about her and what's going on with her and her record. Apparently, Lyrical and A1 got this whole thing worked out as to where he cannot sign any more female artists until her music gets, out the bag. Until her music goes, is done. That's when he can finally pick up new female artists. But she has to be the main female artist on his label as of right now, until her album gets done. And I'm just like, this is the prime example of just because you married don't mean y'all need to work together. Just because y'all work in the same industry don't mean y'all need to work together. Because this shit is stupid. Like, it really is. She and Lyrical, like, I like you, but you looking mad insecure, ma. Like, you don't want him to sign any female artists. I'm assuming there's a trust factor there somehow, because you obviously think he gonna try to sleep with him or something, or the girl's gonna try to flirt with him or whatever. You can't control what they do, but the man that you married, right? That you skipped off into the middle of nowhere and married without your parents there, your loving parents. Child, please, y'all know they was about to kill each other at the time, last season. But it's just like, yeah, like, you just don't trust him around any other females. How you gonna control that, sis? Like, what if you gotta go to the bathroom? No, nigga, you coming in here with me. He can't go in there. There's other women in there. You gotta have some trust somewhere, Lyrical, at some point, beloved. But he was just like, everybody feeling this new joint, yada to the yada, and I'm this and I'm that, and he was really feeling himself. And so, Lyrical, she just wants her music to be picked up off the ground, so to speak. So moving on from that, we have Tierra Marie. Now, Tierra Marie is in love, and she's in love with Cisco from Love and Hip Hop New York. So She done about two people. Mona Scott Young about two people from Love and Hip Hop New York franchise, which was Jade, the paralegal that's messing around with Marcus Black, who was messing around with Rich Dollars in New York, and of course Cisco, one of the main Creep Squad members, big beige bodyguard dude, um, a buffer, more rougher, um, less attractive version of Chico DeVarge. That's what he gives me. So anyway, so they're talking, at this little bar. Tia Marie, I fell in love with you. All this shit she used to tell Ray J. I'm just like, oh, Tiara, can we help our sister Tiara? Can we help our cousin Tiara? Cousin Tiara, can we help TT for real? And apparently Cisco has had some kind of issues with his back where he had to have like major surgery, and he was always ashamed to like show that to other females, and I guess that's not pimp. That's not pimp like having surgeries and shit and your back fucked up, I guess. So he was just like he was embarrassed by that, but Tiara's the first female he's felt comfortable around, and yada. I don't buy this shit for 2 minutes. I mean, I don't keep my ear to the streets like that because most of the time I'm at work. But y'all tell me in the comments if y'all have ever like heard about Cisco being with Tia Marie, because this is my first time ever hearing about it on this damn episode. But y'all let me know in the comments. I ain't seen shit on her timeline, shit on his timeline. I guess she wanted to come out to the world that she's in a couple with him. Um, you know, on cameras. I don't damn know. The fact that and if this is the first time we're hearing about this, the fact that you're doing it on camera is screams shady, screams thirst, screams I'm looking for a storyline. And this is my storyline, so I gotta do what I gotta do to stay on the show. That's what it screams to me. So, Tiara wants Cisco to meet his friends, to meet her friends, which is gonna end up being Nia Riley. Why is she on the show? Don't know. Moniece and Zell Swag. So I was just like, okay. Just watching the whole scene, I was just like, with Tiara and Cisco, I don't know. I just don't buy it. But whatever. We'll act like it's true. All right. So speaking of those folks, we have Zell Swag meet up with Moniece, and Nia Riley. They, shopping or whatever, dipping it and zoing it. And Zell Swag got some tea. Now, as we know, Zell Swag and Masika Malika got into it after Zell Swag met up with Alexis Sky and tried to get Masika Malika and Alexis Sky on the same page as women's. And of course, Masika Malika was not here for the shit, was not here for the gags. She was just like, y'all will not play with my daughter. I'm not giving this bitch no airtime. Like, forget her, yada to yada. And it's interesting to me. I just thought about this the other day. I was like, Masika Malika, she has a pretty big storyline on the show now this season. And the fact that she's not on the opening credits at the beginning, so that must have been her punishment. Because she refused to film with Alexis Sky at all, period, this season. And of course, Mona, that's the whole reason why she bought Alexis Sky on there was to fuck with Masika. But because Masika don't want to play along with the game, her ass got taken off the credits, even though she's still a big part of the show. So I'm sure Masika Malika was supposed to be one of those people up there as one of the stars of the show. But she's not. Shit, I think they probably took Masika Malika and put Hazel ass up there. That's what I think happened. But whatever. So they're talking and all that, and Moniece let Zell Swag know you was wrong for talking to Alexis Sky. But she was also wrong for how she treated you and all that kind of stuff. So whatever. So then they brought up the whole TT thing. Nia Riley said, did y'all get the invite? Tia Marie wants us to meet, her new man, and she's so in love, yada to the yada. Moniece is just like, look, I just hope he helping her out with her alcoholic issues. And Nia Riley was just like, I agree. Zell Swag's not here for the shit. So speaking of Hazel-E in the studio. Now y'all know last week Safari, A1, and Ray J. They had this whole bet of whoever has the lowest sperm count has the beautiful opportunity to work with Hazel-E on a song, in which, of course, is a diss to Hazel, because they're basically saying her music ain't worth shit. Um, and that says a lot coming from Ray J. I mean, when, like my girl Ty Biven says, when was your last hit, Ray J? One Wish, which was my Ray J put out a cute song like every few years, but that's it. I have a confession. I bought the Radiation album, um, and the only song that I like on there is the single that he put out, which I think was One Wish, because I don't think that's the one with Wait a Minute on there. Yeah, I just like One Wish. The rest of the album's trash. So it's just my opinions, Ray Jers, or whatever Ray J calls his fans, Brandy's little brothers, whatever he calls them. And so yeah, where is Brandy, child? I heard she out there starring shit with TC. TC is a music producer, also a singer, who is Monique's cousin on the show, and he also works a lot with Tamar Braxton. Um, they say she done fell out with him, and he was like a big fan of hers. So shout out to Brandy, just like Ray J. I've started to like Brandy a little less as the years have went by, even though I really liked her. I have two or three of her albums. I know I have 211 and the classic Never Say Never album. You guys let me know what's some of your favorite songs of Never Say Never, Brandy's album. I would have to say some of my favorite songs of off that album is uh, Truthfully, um, Almost Doesn't Count, Have You Ever, Sitting on Top of the World, and what is it called? One time, I think like one. It's the last song on the album. I can't remember, but I love the album. I just can't remember because I haven't listened to the album in a minute. But y'all tell me some of y'all favorite songs of Brandy's Never Say Never album. Has so many hits on there. And Had to Learn the Hard Way. Yeah, I like this song too. So anyway, so yeah, they working with Hazel-E in the studio. Um, Hazel-E is apparently killing it. Safari's acting silly the whole damn time, had me cracking up. Ray J sitting there shooting the shit. Cisco ends up walking in. He was just like, "Hey y'all, what's going on?" Um, Ray J knows Cisco, and Safari knows Cisco from y'all know how they do on these damn shows. Everybody knows everybody who's sleeping with you. So one thing that stuck out to me, Ray J was just like, "Yeah, Tiara Marie, she needs somebody," and all this other kind of shit, and to make her a good girl, and she's really a good girl, but she needs saving, and like you say, Princess from that strip or whatever she used to do. Ray J, please. Ooh, child. That kind of got on my nerves. I'm like, Ray J, you ain't no better than nobody. Please stop. Please, please, please. Um, so he's interested in meeting his for her friends, but he's a little nervous about it. Meanwhile, we got Princess. Princess trying to get pregnant. She's trying to secure those Norwood checks. And she's upset. Ray J still haven't told her that his sperm count is low, so probably the reason why she can't get pregnant is because of him. But because men don't want to seem weak, or don't want to appear less as a man, or the male ego is something else. And of course, he's never going to tell her, or at least he didn't tell her this episode, that the reason she ain't pregnant is probably because of him. So he was just like, just keep trying, baby. Just keep trying, baby. And I'm so glad Ray J didn't start to sing when he was at that piano. I was so excited about that. It's about to be a what? Girl fight? So Safari had a coconut oil launch. Uh, and he had Chanel West Coast do her thing, rap or whatever. It sounds like the whatever, rah 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 shit. She's up there. She's a cute girl. She reminds me of Fergie a lot from the Black Eyed Peas. I got a feeling. Ooh, ooh. Um, People killing, people dying, children hurt, ain't even crying. Yes, I love that song. Um, so she did her thing, got off stage, and all of a sudden we see Brooke Valentine rolling up with Nia. Nia's just everybody's friend on the show. So Nia rolls up with Brooke Valentine because it's about to be a what girl fight, and they roll up, and uh her whole thing is Brooke Valentine's whole thing is she's trying to figure out who the hell Jade is. The paralegal that's sleeping with her man Marcus Black. Now, Brooke, she already know about the wife that he's still technically married and that he still smashes her from time to time, even though she didn't say that. I mean, but any fool wouldn't, think any less. I mean, come on. He said on camera, he was just like, I always get distracted every time it comes time to sign those papers, which means he distracted by that Nana, the El Nana, okay? That hot spot, Foxy Brown. So she walks up. She was just like, "Oh, hey, Jade, let me speak to you for a second." Jade comes over. She's like, "Oh, hey, how are you?" Chanel walks up because Chanel and Jade are best friends apparently. So they started talking, and Brooke was just like, "Oh, okay. So is you messing around with this guy? That you're supposed to be divorced?" And she was like, "Oh, you must be talking about Marcus Black." And she's like, "Yeah, that's what I'm talking about." And she's just like, I just wanted to let you know, from the top of his head to the bottom of his feet, to the clothes on his back and every piece of food he eats. You see the car note? I pay for. You see that car outside? No, the car outside. I pay the car note. The whatever. Y'all let me know where they came from. I give y'all a shout out. Next week's reveal. So I got a couple of shout outs going on. So yes, should be a jam packed week next week. So anyway, y'all know the whole thing. Woman to woman. So that's basically what she gave. Chanel West Coast started jumping up like a little mosquito. She's not even gangster and she's half black. I'm the one that's gangster. Like, fight me, look at me, taking bullets and shit. Stop it, y'all stop fighting. Chanel West Coast is that friend is going to take a. I appreciate the fact that she might take a bullet for Jade, but would Jade take a bullet for you, sis? Don't know. So Jade was getting bucked though, and she made some good points. She was just like, "You're confronting the woman instead of confronting the man. When I don't even know you. I've been knowing Marcus for like 12 years, and you're just some new bitch that just hopped up on the scene." I was like, "Ooh." Which, from Jade's standpoint, she don't know Brooke, and apparently she been knowing Marcus this long, and your issue is with Marcus, so you need to talk to Marcus. But Brooke has this whole thing of Brooke had a plan, and I had no idea that Brooke had a plan. But Brooke had a plan, and I like Brooke. So they end up leaving that whole thing. Safari's just excited. He's happy to see the West Coast. Chanel West Coast got some balls, and they kind of turned him on a little bit. I was just like, yeah, weird. Safari's trying to play the whole Stevie J role, trying to make women famous and all that kind of stuff. So he was actually turned on by the fact that she came to his showcase with no clothes on. I was just like, for what body though? But okay. So a little later on, we got A1 and Marcus Black, Brooke's man. They're talking and shooting the shit. And all of a sudden, Brooke walks in. He was just like, I need you to go. A1 gladly left. And then Brooke was just like, I want you to call that paralegal girl. I want you to call Jade. Not Jade from Mortal Kombat, but Jade from Love and Hip Hop. And he was like, I mean, what you need? She was like, you got 2 seconds, Nickel. So he ends up calling her. She went around the corner for a second, waited till she came. They hugged and kissed, and she came pooching around the corner. She was like, "Oh, so Marcus, tell her that it's over with. Tell her to my face that it's over with. Tell her that you love me. We gonna have kids. We gonna be together." Marcus, yeah, Jade, I'm sorry. We was never together. Trying to play Jade, and as if it was all in her mind. But of course, he had something to do with it. I know I do sometimes. So Brooke Valentine basically embarrassed her and clowned her in front of millions. But then the gag of the night was I'm just like I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, well, Brooke, you ain't gonna leave his sorry ass. I mean, he done cheated on you. He's still messing with his wife. He messing with his shade girl. So they waited till they got outside. He tried to hug Brooke, Marcus, and she was just like, "Get your ass off me. This shit over with, and it's over with you." She was like, "Don't touch me." He was like, "What you mean? What was all that shit in there?" She was just like, "I just wanted you to break up with her. Okay, I just wanted that shit over, but I'm gonna believe your ass too." And she walked off. I hollered. That is straight boss, straight savage behavior. To get the dude that you messing around with, the dude that you say you in love with, to get him to break up with his other woman, and then you end up leaving his ass too, but to do it all in front of her face, boss. I was here for girl fight. She didn't even have to get into a girl fight. It's about to be a what? No fight. I was like, yes, Brooke. So what else happened? Um, Prince, not Princess. Alexa, all these girls kind of look alike. Masika Malika, Princess Love kind of looked like Masika Malika first season, as Ty Bibbins pointed out, which I agree. Um, what was I gonna say? Tia Marie looked like she could be in that mix too with them, um, like face wise. And it's just like all these girls kind of Alexis, Tiara, Masika. They kind of got all this whole like same look thing going on. Anyway, um, so Alexis Scott, she meets up with her man Saint Lucia, Solo Lucy, whatever that creature that she's with, and apparently she is upset because he has a crazy baby mama who's in her DMs and basically stalking her. And she was just like, I just can't deal with this shit, and I might be pregnant. He was like, I'm glad you might be pregnant. I want a pretty little baby by you. Lord knows I ain't. But um, I mean, I can't do nothing about my baby mama. I mean, it's my baby mama. And so, but the funny thing is, Alexis Sky, you mad about Lucian's baby mama coming at you, but aren't you doing the same thing to Masika? That's what I don't understand. Like you're doing the same damn thing to Masika. You're coming on this show. She's Fetty Wap's baby mama. You is the scorned woman. You used to go with him and all. It's the same shit. What's the difference? What's the difference from what Saint Lucian's baby mama is doing and what you doing to Masika? What's the difference? Ask yourself that, beloved. Then we can talk. But she ends up walking out because he's like mad, like low key rude and ignorant and whatever. That's her choice. So the last thing that I want to talk about is all the friends meet up and have a conversation. No, no, no. Okay, Lyrical. She had before I talk about that, Lyrical had a scene with A1, and she was in the studio and he was just like, yeah, I like all them little ad libs you doing. But hold on, I got a meeting. I'm like, A1, you didn't let your wife know that you had a damn meeting before the shit started. But I guess not. So he leaves there, and apparently he has a meeting with Ty Dolla Sign's sister, who looks a lot like him. I wish she wouldn't have wore those braids and her hair is like that thin. Like she could have like wore like a different style, but whatever. She looks a lot like her brother, the girl. And she kind of has her own style, her own swag about her. So I was like, okay, I feel you, girl. Anyway, she's in there with her manager. A1 wants to sign Ty Dolla Sign's sister, but Lyrical ain't having it because she ain't working with no other. She ain't having her man working with no other females until her shit gets out on the market. So he was just like, hold on for a second, but I can't sign you, but I'll be back. So A1 brings Lyrical in, and he was just like, Lyrical, I want you to tell them why I can't sign them, why I can't sign her to my label. Go. I was like, damn, A1. He really put Lyrical on the spot. Lyrical was just like, wow, like you're an asshole right now. So she was just like, basically, this is the arrangement. It's nothing against her or anything like that. But he's gonna be working with no more female artists. And her manager was just like, this is just like kind of a waste of time. This is confusing. Like, he brought you in here, but he's saying one thing like he wants to sign me, but then now it's left up to you, yada yada yada. That's how Dollar Sign sister, she was just like, I don't want to come between y'all. It seemed like y'all got some family issues or some shit going on, and I don't want to be a part of it. Um, and he was just like, well, I mean, yeah, hell. So her and the manager end up kind of getting into it because she was just like, the manager was like, well, we'll just be back another time. She was just like, bruh, it's not gonna happen. He ain't signing no other women. So they end up getting up. Ty Dolla Sign sister was about to whoop her ass. I didn't get her name. It's some kind of golden relish something. And she was about to fuck Lyrical up. So thank God they ended up leaving because it was going to be a massacre. Yeah, I think Lyrical Mama got more bang than Lyrical got. So they end up throwing water on each other, and having a mother, having a husband wife argument. They just shouldn't work together in terms of that. Like if it got to be all that, just don't work with his ass. Just get somebody else to be on your team. Seriously. So after that, what happened? Yeah, that's pretty much it. So we get to the whole table scene where it's Moniece, Nia Riley, Tierra, and Cisco. Cisco and Moniece has issues back when Moniece used to go with his homeboy, Rich Dollars, and he called Moniece a bitch and all that. And she was so upset and offended by that. I'm like, Moniece, I'm sure you've been called worse. But whatever. So she was just like, he was like, yeah, I apologize for that, yada to the yada. And Zell Swag intervened, and he was just like, yeah, well, Monique, you can't really get mad at him about calling you a bitch because he was crying and all that. When Cisco had fell out with the Creep Squad, and he was crying with Rich Dollars and Peter Guns. It was an emotional moment for him. He was going through a lot. And Zell Swag brought that up. And he was just like, no, I wasn't crying. And Zell Swag said up under his breath, I'm sure it's many times that you was crying. It was many times. And, just trying to be funny, trying to throw digs at him. Of course, Cisco didn't like that. Cisco got up and left. Zell Swag was wrong for that. Zell Swag, I don't know why you think that you're bad or you think that you can take that big yellow man, but he look like he will tear you down and like spit you out. I'm sure you got some bang. Zell Swag, with that kind of face, you got to fight. I'm sure you got some bang. But my God, you can't beat up everybody. Everybody can get their ass whooped. And I personally think Cisco will handle your ass if he really wanted to. But he's trying to show respect because you Tierra's cousin. So he ends up walking off. Cisco. Tia Marie sitting there crying and stuff. She was just like, y'all just don't support me, sitting there crying and drinking at the same time. That damn Sierra, I hate it for her. And Nia Riley was just like, no, you're missing the point. We trying to be there for you and all this kind of stuff. And, we worried about you and all the shit you going through. She was like, I'm fine. I'm fine. I don't even drink no more. I was like, Lord. No, I think one of the funniest scenes of the night, besides Safari like acting silly in the studio, was when Tia Marie was saying that she's finally in love and her career is finally back on track. What? Oh God, there's so much denial a part of this cast, a part of all the cast of these shows. It's just God. Tia Marie, when Young Bird wrote that hit for you, Baby I Deserve, you should have kept putting out songs after that, but you didn't. And so you started doing what she started doing, a clothing line or whatever the hell. Just girl, you miss your blessings. So they was just like, look, if you like them, we love them. Zell Swag was just like, I'm sorry, I hate to see you like this, and I apologize to his ass to bring her back in here. So Tia Marie went back outside, stumbled outside. She slurring her words, saying all kinds of crazy shit. He was just like, what the hell are you talking about? She was just like, I want you to come back in there. You ain't even get to meet my friends. You don't even know them. And he was just like, I just met their ass. They don't like me. I don't like them, and that's it. He was like, look, well, I got a cab coming. You coming with me, heifer? She was just like, yes, I'm coming with you. So he drug her ass. She's stumbling, on down the street. And that was pretty much the end of the episode. Now next week, what's happening next week? Moniece and Nia's gonna tell Cisco that Tara's a drunk. Um, let's see. Alexis Scott is gonna meet up with Saint Lucia's baby mother. Uh, that's pretty much all I can think of at this point. Oh, Ray's coming back. Ray from College Hill. Him and Zell Swag gonna be going against each other. The Battle of the Queens. So that should be exciting. That's pretty much it, y'all. With that said, I'm Mr. Chalak. Keep Mr. Chalak on Google Plus. Follow me at ITSKINGWORLD Instagram and Twitter. At ITSKINGWORLD89 on Snapchat. Chase Kings on Facebook and all that good stuff. All my social media moments will always be where in the bottom bar below. Make sure you guys answer all the music trivia questions if you want to. And I'll see y'all later. Thank you so much for watching this review. Long ass review.